Here's the unveiling of the third wall from the carport, getting pretty exciting now, at least it is at this end. If you're watching, maybe it isn't that exciting, but anyway, it is for us every time we unveil one. This is quite a large wall. It's a wall with a doorway in the middle and two columns, so it's sort of two columns on either end, but we rammed them all in place. So as always, the first job is undoing the pegs and the pins and nuts and that sort of thing. And first of all, we always pray. We ask for Jesus to protect us. We ask him to be with us and guide us and, alert us if there's any danger. But the other thing is we also ask him, do you want us to unveil this wall today? Because sometimes there might be something different, and we always try and put what he wants first. So as you can see there at the back of the wall, that's the little picture in the middle up the top. There's a scaffold, and some of the kids will get up there and undo the pegs and nuts up the top. Generally, the format that we use for unveiling, we undo all the nuts. Looks like Jediah up the top. He's going to take the first two forms of that little, so the column on the far side at the right is it's higher than the rest of the wall. I think that's 4.5 metres, and the wall they're sitting on is 3.5. So when there's little sections like that, they undo them, but the rest of the wall we undo everything except for the outer two top pins and nuts always stay on. And when we're above 4 forms, see this is 6 forms high there. When we're above 4, we leave 3 pegs in each form. Now the pegs are what join the forms together along the length of the form. Then the process is to undo the outer top 2 while someone's ready to hold it, and we'll undo the pegs. And you can see Jediah on the right hand side there, he's undone the top form that's upright, and again often the upright forms for columns will come off first, and then we'll work on the long forms. You see it looks like they're going to use the bobcat there to lift that form down, which just saves a lot of lifting and that sort of thing. So again, they won't undo the last 3 pegs and 2 pins until either 2 people are holding that form or the bobcat's hooked up or whatever like that. It's just so for safety. As you can see on the far left, they're starting to undo the left column, and again those corner forms can't really be lifted down with the bobcat. You can put them in the bucket, but it's generally easy. You'll see the 2 of them will lift the forms down on their own. Before my back was totally shot, I was able to lift those down on my own. I'd get them to steady them, and you just got to tap them when you've undone all the forms, and that you have 2 people holding, and you just tap them gently with a hammer just to release the form off the mud. Now on the right hand side, you see they're pulling the top. We took a piece of land. It might sound strange, but God told us to buy it despite not having the money. He told us to build despite not knowing how. We had to learn each step of the way, research, trial and error, training, whatever it took. We've documented each step of the way, and we're able to teach you many, many things that are going to help you live with and for God, help you build your family, help you build your home, and help you build your business. Be sure to subscribe. We're also putting together a rammed earth course. Some of it will be free, some will be a trade-off as we tell you about Jesus, and some might be a paid subscription to help us cover costs. Either way, all of it will be very, very useful. So hit the subscribe button or click the link to see all the details about our rammed earth course. Horizontal form off, and the process repeats over and over and over. Just people are undoing Tech screws for the corner columns or end pieces. They're undoing pins and nuts. See, they slid that middle one down, and as soon as the wall is exposed, they're wire brushing. Just the quicker you wire brush it, or the sooner after it's unveiled, the easier it is. Now if you're going for a perfectly smooth finish, you won't need to do too much wire brushing, but we like the rough edges and the runs. You can see on the left image there, you can see clearly the runs that we've put in that wall. Looks quite nice. The out the top you'll see the conduits sticking up. We will chop them off right at the wall or even down under the wall. But you can also see some silver rods sticking up. Now that's the top of the wall plates. If you can imagine, looking at the left image there, if you can imagine there will be a I-beam, and technically it's called a U-beam, going across the top of that wall and then going right across the carport. So those silver rods are there to hold that I-beam down. So when there's big winds, it tries to lift the roof up. Those rods will hold it down. Those rods go down the wall. We have a separate video for bond beams and wall plates. And you can see now that as they unveil you can see the acro props in the doorway starting to form there. So pretty clear what the end shape of the wall is looking like there. On the left hand side you can see the pillar goes right up, and oh, actually maybe you can see there's a ladder there. On the left you can see the previous wall that we rammed. Well, the last wall we rammed will go between this, where that ladder is, and go to that other wall on the left hand side, and it'll be a raked top as well. So that is actually the biggest wall we've ever rammed in one piece. It's 4.5 meters tall, it's 4.8 or 4.7 meters wide. It's 300 thick, so it's quite a big volume, and there's stacks and stacks of electricity and stuff in it. So that's the biggest wall. We'll have that video up in a few days for you, hopefully, and then you'll really see the shape of it. So you can see there, they're just taking everything they can out of the wall. You can see the wall boxes on the right hand side up the top of the column, and wire brushing, scraping everything out of the way. This, I think, I should probably look, but it probably only took us 2 hours, maybe 1.5, 2 hours to unveil this wall. And it really is a satisfying, exciting time. So wow, look at this wall wasn't here yesterday, and we had one big day, and now we unveil and stand back, and you really start to picture what it's going to be like. So that doorway where they're standing there, that's going to go through into an outdoor kitchen, like a commercial sort of kitchen. And the carport is really, we're very, very close. So we've only got to do another 2 or 3 days of ramming, breakfast bar and a pillar, and we'd be ready for the roof. We just got to pray for us that we can save up and get enough money for the roof. The prices are going through the roof, literally. The pun was intended. But yeah, it's pretty exciting for us, guys. So yeah, hopefully this video shows you just how quick and exciting it is to unveil a wall. Now across that infill, again, there's some strengthening rods, but that's in the infill videos. The electrics are in the electrics videos. So these time lapses are just to sort of give you a brief overview and just show you our progress, and you pick up a few little details along the way, but we're getting very close to being able to release some of the videos that have specific topics, and the quality of the video and the narration should be a lot better. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy that, guys. That's we'll do another video of this to show you how this wall is not just a wall. It is actually 2 columns and a wall, but we managed to ram it all in together. If you're a paid subscriber, you'll actually see the plan of what we did. You'll see the forms that we did. You'll see exactly how it all pieces together, and just how adaptable the process of ramming earth is. Technically it's stabilized rammed earth, but you'll already know that if you've seen any of the videos that we've done. So guys, hopefully that's helpful, and we'll see you in the next couple of days for the last of the support walls for this carport, and you should hopefully see, or you get a good idea then of what it actually is going to look like. Okay guys, keep on building.